either way. Bitch, I'm fly either way. I ain't got nothing to say. Bitch, I'm fly either way.
Two things can be true. Today, we're going to react to Daniel Jones taking Anthony Richardson's spot. That's QB1. Let's get it. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more videos. Let's get it.
Breaking news into First Take. Stephen A., you're going to love this. Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback. Adam Schefter is reporting the team just announced it. Your thoughts?
Anthony Richardson's football career is in jeopardy. If Daniel Jones is named the starting quarterback for the Colts for Week 1, boy, does that show a lack of faith in Richardson, who they spent a top 4 pick on. It's bad for him because there's nobody out here that believes that Daniel Jones is a worthy starter for your franchise. We know he's got skills. We know he can make some plays. We know he can do some things, but his career with the New York Giants, his 24-44-1 record as a starter over the course of his career speaks for itself. We've seen more blooper reels from Daniel Jones than highlights. And he's your starter, starting over a guy that you spent the top 4 draft pick on in the NFL draft just a few years ago. That's a bad, bad, bad sign for Richardson.
What I think is, I think that Daniel Jones had one good year when they made the playoffs, had that winning record back when Saquon was running the air out the ball. The thing is that Giants was a terrible organization. Who did he have to throw to? I'm not a Daniel Jones fan, right? I thought he sucked too. But once you start like really paying attention, who did he have to throw to? All they had to do was give to Saquon and he gonna run and throw screens. I mean, that's really it, right? Colts, the way how their team is right now, they got some promising young wide receivers right now. So I feel like it's different. But I've been saying this. Anthony Richardson's not good. He wasn't good in college. He couldn't pass in college. So you think he's just gonna pass in the NFL? 5 times harder, right? And I mean, really, the only thing he can do is run the ball, and he stays injured. Now, Daniel Jones is on a 1-year deal, right? And right now, Richardson's still on his rookie contract, so I think he's getting paid about 3.8 this year, but he had 25 million guaranteed, or is it 30? One of those. But at the end of the day, I feel like Daniel Jones is going to start, and it's for him to mess up. So let's hear what they got to say.
Sorry, I'm happy for Daniel Jones because he has an opportunity to resurrect his career and his cachet. But in the case of Richardson, I'm very, very sad because his career looks in jeopardy now. I mean, that's a slap in the face. That's a loss of faith in that young brother if you're not going to start him over Daniel Jones.
Stephen A., co-sign on everything you said about Anthony Richardson's career mortality. But let's be clear about one thing. He ain't the only person with the Indianapolis Colts whose NFL career is in jeopardy with this decision. Chris Ballard, head coach Shane Steichen, y'all on deck. Because if you're relying on Daniel Jones to come and save the day, you've probably already lost your job. That's the reality of it. Chris Ballard has been there 8 years. He's had 2 playoff appearances, 1 playoff win. On what planet is that good enough as the general manager? Shane Steichen, where?
Hey, I mean, he's speaking facts. But I mean, if you feel like you're gonna have a better chance with Daniel Jones, then why not go with Daniel Jones? It is what it is, right? I mean, Daniel Jones can for surely throw it way better than Richardson, so I don't get the problem. But, you know, hey, this is exactly what I said, bruh. Colts, they needed to get Shador. That's what they needed to do. and they still can. Hopefully, Browns cut him, and so he can go to a different NFL team because there's some teams that need him. Jets, Colts, Rams, because you never know with the quarterback with Rams, his back is hurt. I think slip disc or not slip disc. He got back problems pretty much. So he's gonna be out in the next year or two. Think about it. But Daniel Jones, kudos. This is his job to lose for real. Let's get into their schedule. All right. Well, we here at the Colts schedule, and boy, what I tell you, I don't even know. I feel like Richardson's gonna play later on in the season. His schedule is different. I mean, week 3 against the Titans, I think it's a winnable game at the Titans, but I think that's a loss. I think, dang, they're gonna look like the Cleveland Browns for real. They're starting off 0-4. Like, I don't see one game that they're probably gonna win. Like, okay, Raiders is, I don't really believe in Raiders like that. Their defense isn't that good. And then, okay, they can win that against Arizona. Chargers, loss. They could beat Titans for sure. Loss. Oops. They're definitely not beating KC. They're not beating Houston. They can beat Jags. I'm not a believer in Trevor Lawrence. Oh my God, Trevor. I'm sorry. Got Seahawks winning that. Got that. They could split. But let me switch it around. If anything, it'll split like this. So, yeah. So it's not looking too good. If this game, the Texans, if they gotta rest their starters, then okay, they'll get that W. So they're not winning no more than 5 games. That's their ceiling, right? Anthony Richardson, he's gonna get some burn, and he might turn the tide for real. But as of right now, with Daniel Jones, I would say 5-12. With Anthony Richardson, he could get you an extra 2 wins with his feet. I don't know, but that's for y'all to let me know, right? It could be good, it could be bad. 2 things could be true. I'm out.